안녕하세요.
안녕.
호주 장단점 9가지. 꼭지.
Welfare. What's from?
The pros for our welfare system is there's many different payments and lots of people can get it. For example, if you're a stay-at-home mum, if you work, if you don't have work, there might be a payment for you.
What's con?
Cons are you can't get it if you're not an Australian citizen or permanent resident generally. There might be 1 or 2 payments you can get, but you should search about that. Chico, il.
Work, job. What's from?
Pros, we have a national minimum wage, which is quite high compared to other countries. It's $19.49, I believe. Generally, you don't have to have an education to get into entry-level jobs, which is great.
What's con?
Sometimes employers can be a little bit dodgy, so they might not pay you correctly or might not pay your superannuation or tax properly. Also, if you ask for holidays, you might get fired if they're, kind of bad guys, but that's not most cases. 교육.
Education. What's
Education, the pros of our education system's pretty good. It's quite cheap, so depending on how much you earn, it could be free for primary, high school, and university. University, you can pay later.
What's con?
Cons are bullying can be quite prevalent in public schools, and the other thing would be private school is quite expensive. 음식.
Food. What's con?
The cons about food, I think we don't really have a standard Australian food. I can't think of one myself that somebody would say to me, what's Australian food? I normally just say Vegemite. But it's not a meal. What's pros? The pros about the food here is we are multicultural. We're very multicultural in Australia. So if you feel like Indian one day, Afghanistan food the next day, and then say French or German food, you can find it. 문화 활동.
Entertainment. What's from?
Pro, I think we have a good range of things for adults and children to do. So adults have cafes, bars, nightclubs, and like adult-specific things, some sort of shows or cabaret festivals, stuff like that. For children, we have public playgrounds. We're at a public playground right now. They also have play cafes, which are really fun to take your kids to, bowling, cinemas, stuff like that. I think it's really good.
What's con?
Cons about entertainment is when I compare to other countries, like Korea, there's not as much to do here as late. So, for example, if you want to go to mini golf, you have to do it before 5 p.m. because most places close quite early.
Okay.
And 대중교통.
Public transport.
So
What's con?
Con. I think the cons about having public transport in Adelaide is there's actually not too much. There is public transport, but it doesn't go to every street and every area. It's better to drive.
What's from?
So the pros about the public transport here is not much, but it is quite cheap to buy a car. You can get from one side of the city to the other side of like the whole of Adelaide in just 1 hour. So I think it's more beneficial to have a car. Also, the petrol is very cheap. And 여행.
Travel. What's from?
The pros about travel in Adelaide specifically and South Australia, we have so many beautiful places to visit. And like I said before, if you have a car, you can get there easily, cheap, fast. You can do a day trip of any city in SA in just, a couple hours.
What's con?
The cons, I can't think of any about travel in SA because it's great to travel here, but if you want to go, for example, from here to Darwin, which is like at the top of Australia, it's quite expensive. You may as well go overseas. 환경.
Environment. What's pro?
So the pros about the environment, it's very beautiful, it's very clean. Usually you can't find a lot of trash on the street or in parks, which is great. There's a lot of public trash bins around and the air is really clean, so are the beaches.
What's con?
So the cons about living in Australia, you can find a lot of spiders everywhere. If you have like a shed, you definitely find spiders in there. Sometimes, not often, I've never seen one, but you can see snakes at the beach in summertime, and also sharks. So we do have some dangerous wildlife, but that being said, I've never had a dangerous wildlife bite or interaction. And last one is 예절.
Manner. What's pro?
Okay, so I think this is a good way to sum up the pros. If one guy will fall down, many people are going to pick him up. Unlike in Korea, when some guy falls down, you're probably just going to leave them in case, you know, something bad happens. Some people will pick them up here.
What's con?
The cons, that guy was on the floor, right? Some guy probably punched him and put him on the floor.
Okay. Thank you so much. 안녕.
안녕.
You want to say 안녕?
안녕.